are the 7 deadly Lumix sins that we need to switch off as soon as we get this camera. First up is the exposure mode. Now, when you first get this Lumix S5, you'll notice straight out the box, the exposure mode is set to P by default, which means it's going to take control over everything you shoot. You want to change that back to M so we can be completely manual, and then, we can do our cinematic stuff. Next one up is auto exposure. Now by default, once again, this is set to on. So just scroll down from that menu you can see there and switch that to off, because ain't nobody needing no auto exposure done by Lumix's brain. Like, let's keep that to ourselves. Ooh, this is a good one. Now, all filmmakers should know about shutter angle. If you don't know about it already, then I suggest you pause this video, open another tab, and do some Google research. I'm telling you right now. So yeah, scroll down again, get to where it says angle/ISO, and just click that on, and you're welcome. Next thing we want to change is the waveform. Now this is going to help us a lot, especially if you're a person like myself who's going to be shooting with vlog. Having a waveform on there is going to help us a lot, because there is a certain way that we need to expose this log file from the Lumix camera. So head on down into the menus, you'll see that on the screen now, and just select wave, not a vector, that's for skin. Just go to wave, and then it's going to ask you where you would like to place that on your screen. What I'll probably advise you to do is set that as a shortcut so you can just get rid of it when you need to. So next thing, not really a big thing, but it's important, right? Nobody likes fly-by-wire when they're trying to focus on a digital lens. So we need to change the way the focus ring on the lens works, and we don't want it to be non-linear, which is how it is out the box, which means every time you twist that thing, you can never get it set up perfectly how you would on a manual lens. So set that thing to linear. Next up now is that red record frame around. This isn't very important, but it means that when you're recording, you're going to see some sort of big visual element, so you know that you're recording. Like if you look at the FX3 cameras, for instance, they have a big red light. Same with the Blackmagics. This will give you a frame. Last thing up now, this is probably the worst sin, that they should have just included this when you went into the manual video mode. I do believe there should be a cine mode in these cameras, but this is the focus peaking. Now this is an essential. If you're the type of person that's going to use any kind of vintage lenses, go into the menu and pop this thing on. Great thing about this is it's fully customizable. As you can see here, I'm changing the colors, I'm changing it to red. And then as you'll see, look at the screen here, you can get a manual lens and you can focus and be rest assured that finally you know when things are actually in focus. So those are the 7 deadly sins you should change straight away in your Lumix camera. Get out there and shoot.